Hello, welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to look at all the WWE and TNA news of the last 3 days. We start where former TNA star Crazy Steve Scott is apparently his real name, was among several people featured in an article on WWE.com regarding recent Performance Center tryouts. The article referred to him as a 14-year-old veteran from Ontario who received training under NXT's Eric Young. Yeah, because that's completely true, WWE. Thank you for printing lies. But yeah, it's good that Crazy Steve is moving on. I'm glad that he has joined WWE. Best of luck to him. Oh, and you should all know about the whole Bray Wyatt divorce situation. She wrote a message on Instagram saying, "It's quiet, kids are napping and left alone with my thoughts. Realised I hate you. The buddy loved the tingles, the butterflies when you walked in the room. All gone. You made not a mistake but a year and a half in the making, long life decision in front of the world that will forever change me and our girls' lives. You are selfish, out and about with no care, and who saw you two together. You hurt me, crushed me, shattered my world. You were my world, our world, king of our castle. You lost us, our family we worked so hard to make and protect. You made a choice. I hate you for hurting us. It's due time. You'll see what you've lost. I was loyal, faithful, and loved you. Not for who you became. We found love when we had nothing, created a home, a family, and a life together. You'll never have that again. Loved you when you were nobody. I hate you. You broke my heart. Soulmates no more. You are injurious. I made promises to God. Asshole, stay at home, mom. Divorce sucks. Cheating husband. These were the hashtags she put on. She sounds like she's got some anger. I don't blame her, because if he cheated on her, that's an absolutely horrific thing to do, Bray Wyatt. She did later post a more positive message. For Father's Day, though, she wrote, it's only pictures I have to get up. Our paths may be heading into different directions, but one thing remains the same. He helped me create two perfect souls to share life with. He gives the best hugs and sneaks the best nats. He is a wonderful dad to these beautiful girls, and we all wish him a happy Father's Day. Hashtag girl dad. Well, it's good to know that at least he is still a decent father, to be honest. But still, it's a whole murky situation. Let's just try to avoid it for now. But no doubt I'm going to be dragged into it anymore after this. Moving straight on, the TLC pay-per-view, which normally takes place in December, will be in October this year at the Target Center in Minneapolis. MN on Sunday, October 22nd. Based on the event page graphic, it will appear to be a Raw exclusive event. Last year, it was exclusive to SmackDown Live. Very interesting. An update. Well, I say update. More of a rumor about Baron Corbin getting his push in the briefcase. Apparently, he's going to cash in once Jinder Mahal loses the WWE title to a babyface. The current speculation is that John Cena will win his 17th title from Mahal. Corbin will feud with Cena later this year. That's just a rumour, but if that is true, that would be nice. And here his comments about winning the Money in the Bank. It's an amazing moment. I'm here to leave my mark in WWE history. I started on that day one when I walked in and won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. And tonight, being Mr. Money in the Bank, pulling that briefcase down, history shows that anyone who gets their hand on that briefcase becomes WWE Champion, so I have no doubt in my mind that that's next for me. That next step in my career, this briefcase is going to help me achieve that, and no one's going to take that away from me. Don't do a Mr. Kennedy on yourself. But yeah, good job. There's slight updates on John Cena's free agent storyline. He has now been announced for Saturday's July 15th Raw branded live event. He's scheduled to face Bray Wyatt in the main event. Very interesting. With that being said, though, there's no plans to him leaving SmackDown Live. It is now being advertised for the brand's Battleground pay-per-view. What's up with that? What's up with that? 2 shows? Oh my god. John Cena's on 2 shows. That's style. Got it. TNA departures. Again, this is going so well for them. Wrestling veterans Al Snow. Also wrestling people Shane Helms and Pat Kennedy, aka Simon Diamond. I don't know if Simon Diamond, sorry. rhyming name, awesome, are leaving TNA Impact Wrestling. All three have been working as agents and occasional on-screen performers for the last several years with the company, so they are all legends, veterans at least. Here's what Helm said about his departure. I'd like to wish Impact Wrestling all the best in the future endeavours. I've never been an ass kicker and damn sure wasn't going to start with that. I will much respect to the locker room at Impact Wrestling. Very talented crew. You all deserve so much more. Even you, Robbie E. Impact. Also wrote the following. I want to say thank you to everyone at Impact Wrestling for a great run I've had. Change must always happen. I'm excited for the future. Well, I wish them all the best of luck. And Daniel Bryan was asked what he thinks he could tweak to make the WWE current product better. I think change of presentation is absolutely necessary. I think the way that we present one superstar probably needs to change. Years ago, we went through this idea of having as much live stuff as possible on the show, but I think when you watch UFC, for example, some things that are the most endearing, that make you most care about the fights, are the backstage vignettes that gets the show to real personality. You see great fights, people cheer maybe because they're great fights, but the fights the most impact are the ones fighting that people actually care about. I think one of the things that really endeared me to the people was that the people got the view more aspect of my personality than most, because of the different things I did within WWE. Seeing performers frustrated and being able to show that on TV and being able to show their expressions, their reactions to what's happening to them on the show, doing backstage vignettes. That was a great one on NXT's Roderick Strong's recently about being a new dad and all that kind of stuff. Since I've been gone, they've been doing some really fun stuff with the fashion police. Not that they need more of that kind of stuff, that exact kind of stuff, but it helps people get to know their personalities. I think one of the failings on SmackDown Live was American Alpha. They're great on the NXT, and they all did their fun little interview segments with the two of them and got people to get behind them. They saw who Chad Gable is, they saw who Jason Jordan is. I'd like to do more of that kind of stuff. In combat sports, personality is what drew Floyd Mayweather and Manny that other guy. Was one of the worst boxing matches I've ever seen, but millions of people watched it because of the personalities involved. Oh yeah, that match was shit. I think changing the dynamic highlights of the personalities is something that really needs to do. Now, I don't know how we do it. I think someone has a magic answer of what the best way to present personalities in modern day of television. They'd make millions of dollars, but I may not have the answer. Triple H has the answer. Just do what NXT does. Oh my god, they make so many matches feel decent and special on NXT. Just copy the NXT product, for God's sake. It's better than the actual WWE one. And an update with Shelton Benjamin. He has resumed talks with WWE, apparently, according to ProWrestlingSheet.com. Benjamin was scheduled to return last year due to a shoulder injury, but halted due to a shoulder injury. He'll probably end up back in WWE soon. So, best of luck. Matt Hardy once again teased the return of the broken character with the following tweet. I have a primal passenger within me that almost took over today. Its power could leave my vessel. Broken, and I cannot contain it much longer. Yes, Matt, please keep teasing us. My God, man, you're making me so happy for it. And Triple H recently paid a visit to Charlie. I'm not even going to pretend to announce his last name. Out of respect, I don't want to butcher it. A London police officer who was wounded in the recent London Bridge attack while off duty. Triple H gave Charlie a WWE title belt and took photos with him. In an article, it noted that he was wearing a Sami Zayn t-shirt when the attack happened. Much respect goes out to Charlie. Thank you. You and every other police officer in this country make sure we are safe. Like, you killed them in 8 minutes. You saved so many people's lives just putting yourself into action. Over the last few months, the police force have been on it. Especially over the last couple of attacks. We need more police officers to do that kind of heroic work. Best of luck to your recovery, mate. And during the other night's Raw, Seth Rollins suffered a cut while diving onto Bray Wyatt. He needed 3 stitches to close the wound. He can't even jump off a fucking top rope. Jesus Christ, Seth. Oh, Seth Rollins. Oh, and in an interview with Sky Sports, Triple H gave his thoughts on James Ellsworth grabbing the Money in the Bank briefcase for Carmelo at the pay-per-view. I wasn't there, but it doesn't seem right. Although we're still trying to confirm that James Ellsworth is 100% a man, he did grab the briefcase and hand it down to Carmelo. We are entertainment, but the thing is, we don't want to get passed up in the situation that is women being given the opportunity just like men, and that really was about the entertainment component aside, to treat these women like athletes, like they are in some way, have always been. I think you're seeing that in the world. I think the world finally comes to terms with women are as great, somehow, sometimes better athletes than men, and deserve the same performance to showcase what they can do as good as the men can do it. Sometimes they knock it out of the park, and the world comes to the position now where they appreciate every bit as much as men's competitions. We're all in front of that and want to give them the opportunity and let them shine the way that they have never done before. I may paraphrase a little bit of that, but yeah. I agree with you, mate. It did kind of take away the showcase there a little bit. And WWE reportedly doesn't have plans for Enzo and Cass to be a long-term feud. The belief is that Enzo will face Cass at Great Balls of Fire, and then Cass will move on to the feud against the Big Show, with the match possibly happening between them at SummerSlam. Makes sense. That'd be pretty good. Let's just get it on. Even though Enzo, the most talented one, has the better mic skills anyway, but let's move straight on. And Al Snow sent out a tweet today that generated some backlash with fans. Here's what he wrote. To wrestling fans, you enjoy wrestling when you knew nothing about it. Go back to that and it'll be fun again. Stop being let me get that up. I can't even pronounce that word. God, I need to learn English. A pseudo expert. I kind of can agree with him. People just get too smarky and marky today. If you just kind of just sit back and enjoy the product and just not try to analyse it too much, you have a lot better fun. Like, I don't try to analyse it too much anymore, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, and Daniel Bryan teased the idea he'll be back competing in the ring at some point to SportsIllustrated.com. He said, I'm working on it. Wrestling is more of a creative outlet, and especially for someone like me, I view it as my creative outlet. Not all WWE stars, not all wrestlers view it that way, but how I view it, and one of the ways in my mind works creatively. He also talked about the last time he spoke with CM Punk. I haven't talked to Punk since I texted him when he came on the UFC show in a suit and he was going to fight in the UFC. Bryan said, I just texted him and he said, and I said, hey man, I just saw that and I think it's awesome. Hope you do great. Punk texted back, thanks. That's the last time I heard from him. I've always respected and appreciated Punk. We never really hung out. He came from the same roots, but we didn't necessarily hang out in the same circle. I've always had a great appreciation and respect for his hard work. Oh, good. And please come back, Daniel Bryan. WWE needs you. Oh, and the last bit of news. Jerry Lawler gave his thoughts on the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. There's one thing that disturbed me, and hopefully they'll fix this in some kind of way, that WWE has been about. We don't call them divas anymore. It's the women's division, because we're empowering women so much on the emphasis that WWE has put on the women's division has done that. That's why I was disappointed to see that the first ever historic women's Money in the Bank ladder match, that they have a man climbing the ladder and retrieving the briefcase. I'm one of them people who are upset about the finish. I completely agree, mate. They have just kind of went, oh, you like women's wrestling? Here's a fucking man. I don't care if it's any storyline point of view. It should not have happened. You should have had a storyline where James Ellsworth helped her get up to it and she taked it with his help or what something. No, they should have just won it clean. Yeah, it's a shit finish and they need to correct this desperately soon. Now, as always, that has been the news. It's been fun. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give this video a like. Please support me on Patreon. Link in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later.